Overhunting of whales has caused a change in deep-sea biodiversity, and the potential ecological consequences are unknown. Commercial whaling and human impact have caused the depletion of marine species, especially the top level of the food web. So, in a broken down version of what that means for me, the Earth is a water planet, and majority of our life on Earth is in the oceans. So it's crucial that we take care of those marine mammals and also of our planet. Our oceans are affected by climate change, pollution, overfishing, and the destruction of coastal habitats, which leads to the loss of biodiversity. When that happens, species travel, they relocate where they live, and that can limit the distribution of essential nutrients within the food web. And that comes with the changes within the conditions of the oceans. This goes into my topic on why it's important to save whales and their impact that they have on biodiversity. Whales recycle nutrients that helps enhance primary productivity in areas where they feed. They are often referred to as whale pumps because they release feces that go to the surface in the top of the ocean that supports plankton growth, and the fish feed off of plankton. They are the base of the food web, and without them, organisms will die, more than likely. And even the humans that rely on fishing as a main food source, they wouldn't have that anymore if we were to lose whales. So what's leading to the biodiversity loss? For the human and anthropogenic factors, I have the noise and plastic pollution, chemicals and toxins, overhunting, overfishing, and entanglements. And then the ecological environmental factors are the climate change, destabilized food chain, increased levels of carbon dioxide, and the decrease in phytoplankton. I wanted to share these images. I feel like they are important in getting my point across with the whales and how they are affected and what could push them into being extinct. So the first picture here shows the whale wearing headphones, obviously to show that the noise from the sonar blast and the noise pollution in the ocean is killing them. This bottom picture here shows the whale in an entanglement from fishermen's supplies, their nets, and all the materials that they use to fish. This picture here in the top right, I thought this picture was interesting. On the fin, it has man's fault there, and it's a good point. And I say that because it's not natural causes on why the whales are washing up on shores and why they're going extinct. It is 100% humans' responsibility. And then the bottom picture here shows that a lot of people are uneducated, I believe, on what whales are needed for. I don't think that they understand the role that they play in biodiversity and how important that they are. So when they kill these whales or when they hunt the whales, they think that the whales are trophies and they take pride in doing things like this to whales. So I wanted to share those photos for a little bit of a visual representation. This is my framework model. One side I have the human anthropogenic factors listed, which is the noise pollution, the plastic pollution, the chemicals and toxins, overfishing, entanglements. And then the ecological and environmental factors, I have the climate change, the ocean food source decline, destabilized food chain, and increased levels of carbon dioxide, and the decrease in phytoplankton. I connected the noise pollution with the ocean food source decline and the destabilized food chain, the plastic pollution with the increased levels of carbon dioxide along with the chemicals and toxins. And then for the overfishing entanglements, the overfishing and entanglement, I connected that to the ocean food source decline and the destabilized food chain as well. This is a model to understand how the factors interact with each other. So we'll start off with the anthropogenic noise for the military activity and construction. That can alter whales' movements and behavior, and it causes their ears to bleed. That can lead them to death. It pushes them up to the shore, which is what you'll see when you see mass whale beachings. There are hundreds of whales on the beach with their ears just bleeding out from running from any, noise that scared them or startled them. Then the whales, they experience a higher risk of vessel strikes in areas of high shipping activity. That goes into metals, oil spills, inorganic compounds, and heavy metals, which all compromises whales' immune systems, and that reduces the availability of prey. And the human activity on oceans contribute to increase the nutritional stress and the burden of diseases in whales. Fishing gear is the primary source of entanglement. Ingestion of plastic pollution can lead whales to starvation, and climate change will alter the whales' predation patterns. So what can we do to help? We should enforce more laws to reduce the amount of fishing allowed or require more caution when doing so. Industrial corporations should look for other ways to eliminate toxic waste and chemicals instead of distributing all those huge amounts into the oceans. We should reduce the amount of sonar used when possible or create ocean-friendly tools to help replace the sonar purpose. Contact government representatives and urge them to support whale conservation efforts with documented data on whale extinction, which might give them some kind of visual on how the whales are truly impacted instead of hearing about it. And then we should spread awareness of whale entanglement prevention to maybe stop people from littering so much, and actually let them see the cause or the effects from the littering. And then these methods, I hope, will lead to start reducing whale extinction and create some healthier oceans. In the past, we've had laws protecting the whales. We've had the Marine Mammal Protection Act, which protects all marine mammals, and then we've had the Endangered Species Act, which is supposed to protect all the threatened and endangered species. And today in the times now, we have countries that have started management policies to stop anyone from using noise equipment for environmental indicators or beneficial use contributing to endangered species. However, workers in the fishing and whaling business do not understand the critical effects of the tools they are using. Some government officials in policymaking positions don't understand or recognize sound as primary constituent element of critical habitat under the U.S. Endangered Species Act. I researched that online, and it actually made me think more into that topic, which helped me to come up with a plan for the future. So while the policies and laws are being made, I think it's important for our government officials to be well educated on the matter. I think they should put a plan into motion to save the whales, other than just talking about it, but not, seeing the results from it. I think that the whale percentages that led to death, they have been increasing since 2017, which is proof that the current policies we have, they're not working. So for a potential future solution, I believe that the people who are unaware of the effects should, be responsible for their actions, of course, but they need to be educated first and then enforced by laws to protect the whales. So if they still choose to proceed with any harmful activities after that, there should be some kind of consequences. We should also continue to support companies and brands that share some, if not all, proceeds to helping clean the ocean and saving the marine mammals that live in it. And this goes into my product. It is called Ocean Eyes. You can save a whale with one purchase, and the slogan is "Change the Way You See." These glasses will have all proceeds go to ocean cleanup or to saving any marine animals as a whole. The whales ingest pollution, and the plastic piles up in their stomach. It can prevent them from digesting their food correctly, leading to starvation and death. So these glasses will be made from recycled plastic from the most polluted ocean on Earth, which is the Pacific. With your support, we will be able to maximize our cleaning impact, and 100% of the proceeds will fund ocean cleanup operations. They also will come with a QR code that will be attached to every pair to track a whale that you saved. And they have different frame styles, customized colors, and special lenses. But again, they are all made from recycled material, and they will make a direct impact on saving the ocean. Thank you guys for listening. I have put my contact information and more websites if you guys want any more details on saving the whales and what we can do to do our part. And then I've listed some references and sources that were used throughout this creation of this slide. And thank you guys so much for watching.